Hi everybody. So I was working on a new black and red control deck for standard with the new Murders at Karlov Manor set. And I've got the usual Arcane Bombardment, I'm trying out some new spells, and trying to put some videos together, honestly. And then I ran into this one opponent. We had a really long, frustrating, but ultimately satisfying game, and I thought I would kind of share that one-off with you right now. Enjoy? Alrighty, let's see if we can make this work here. We got a Cruelty, we got a Sheoldred, a little bit of Lightning Strike. Let's go tap land first. So we're trying to see if we can make push-pull work out, and so we're leaning on a little bit of a Reanimator theme here. Able to use some more one-ofs, because we're also using Cruelty of Gix as a dual Reanimator and Tutor effect. Opponent's starting off Restless Anchorage into blue and white. Could be a control matchup. Let's throw out a Sheoldred, see if we can get a counter out of him. We do. Make disappear. Alright, this could be a tricky one. Opponent plays out Otawara. We could activate Vents here. I think we're just going to pass. It looks like they've got the Wandering Emperor up, which is super common in decks like that. Nope, just a Memory Deluge. Doesn't mean they don't have it. Deluge also pretty common. Although I will tell you, I was playing Timeless the other day, and there's nothing quite like a dig through time. Alright. Opponent with another Field of Ruin passes it over. Let's try for Cruelty. Maybe we can get a discard out of it. And if we can make them use their counterspells on these things, then we can come back with Bombardment and try to reuse some of this stuff. Okay, opponent Field of Ruins on our Restless Vents. Kind of a pain, because our Vents can get past their anchorage. Gix on the stack, and it works. Let's go for the discard. Oh, wow. What? Well, like Jace it is. Wow. Really? Double Farewell is not something you want to see when you're playing a deck composed of all of my stuff, pretty much. Not too worried about Invitation Only and Sunfall, although that is bad getting our stuff exiled. Alright, they fire off the Farewell so that we don't get the Tutor. Which means they're a little bit worried about it. Let's do the discard again. See what they drew. Dissipate. Ugh. All of the dirtily control staples present in one place. Okay. Well. Alright, well, the Tutor happens. I'm really wishing I put just a one-of discard spell in here. We might have to change that. So yeah, we got card draw, burn spells, treasure, push and pull. Rakdos is alright. There's nothing to reanimate out of our opponent's grave yet. I think it might be Etali. Yeah, might be Etali. We're a little short on land to play that. But that is okay. Let's see. A lot of moving parts here, especially since this is like my second game with this deck. Alright, let's see. Let's go Buried Treasure. Okay. Alright, so we've got Blot Out for a future Planeswalker. We gotta get them to use this second Farewell. And I kinda... It feels like they don't want to exile graveyards. They also don't know that we're a Bombardment deck yet. So maybe if we can keep on just like trying to hammer away with this Cruelty, we can get that other Farewell out of hand. I don't know, but that Dissipate too, that severely limits what we can do. Alright, well we can at least reanimate Sheoldred with that. Alright. So they didn't have the Wanderer before. How else can we tempt a Farewell out of their hand? Yeah, I am not sure. Opponent says they're thinking, okay. March of Otherworldly Light, so that's going to exile Sheoldred. I'm sensing a theme here. Maybe our opponent's been burned by a little too much reanimation. Okay. Alright, so if we play out Bombardment, the gig is up, and they probably just farewell our graveyard away to get rid of anything. Of course, they drew a negate for Cruelty. That's fine. So Blot Out, I think, could be useful. We've seen a Jace. And judging by our opponent's hand, they may be depending on future Jaces to just mill us out. Let's throw out an Etali. 2 mana to spare. Alright, that brings out the Dissipate. That's a shame, but it's fine. They still don't know we're Bombardment. And if we can find a window to sneak that in, with Farewell gone, that might provide us with enough advantage to get past all of the control cards they've got. Push and pull the draw for us. So that's from a single opponent with the Your Go. Yes, I know. There's a lot to read over here. New set. Alright. So we've only got 2 Cruelties in our yard. Opponents exiled a lot of our stuff, and I don't think they've got anything in their graveyard worth pulling up. So I still want to do something. I want to tempt our opponent into trying to use Farewell. Let's Buried Treasure to discover. We get a big score. Alright, that's not the worst. Let's discard Play with Fire. This is also a tempting counterspell target too. Most opponents will counter this because of the discard that's associated with the cost. Opponent either having a think or just getting stuck on their own restless anchorage. And to think they did hit me with the Your Go. Alright, decides not to counter the big score. We draw Judith, Carnage Connoisseur. Let's play land. Let's throw a Judith out there. Why not? Gotta keep trying to move this forward a little bit. Alright, opponent flashes back Memory Deluge. Alright. How do we burn through this Farewell? So we've seen 1 already. From what I've seen of this kind of deck, they usually only play 2, but our opponent looks like they're playing every board wipe available in white. So who knows what those numbers might be. You want to cast a Farewell? You never know, we could try to be reanimating Judith. No Farewell, okay. Alright, so opponent could have a Wanderer. There's 3 unknown cards over there. Graveyard. Only a Planeswalker. No creatures for push and pull. Let's see. If we overextend too far into the board, they can hit us with Sunfall. Let's just pass it on back. Again, I'm really shocked we haven't seen a Wanderer yet. And I don't know, Judith could be useful if we get Bombardment down, start casting a bunch of spells. Oh. Our opponent's reanimating. Repair and recharge. Brings back Jace. What are we doing with Jace? Targeting Judith? No, going for straight for the mill. Well, mills us for 15, so because that loyalty cost was paid, we didn't get the chance to blot out Jace, which is too bad. Let's go Lightning Strike at our opponent. Let's start making some imps. A little bigger, but a little less flexible than devils. But also worth a little more damage. Okay. Yeah, that 4 mana up is still suspicious. Let's just attack with the imp token. I would prefer not to get any more of our creatures exiled. Opponent does March of Otherworldly Light on Judith. That's not nice. Let's go play with fire at our opponent. Let's make another imp. Keep something on the board. Like, I don't think this is tempting enough for a farewell, but we gotta get in some chip damage while we can. Let's exile this treasure and see what else we can get. Big score. We'll take that. Discard the cover up here. Don't think we need a board wipe. And pick up Play with Fire in a Mountain. Alright. Oh. Oh. Man, I'm thinking just straight about creatures thanks to push and pull. So... oh, I hope that doesn't come back to bite us. So, Devious Cover Up. Our opponent's got the Sunfall, so they're going to make a tiny incubator. We get no triggers since the imps were exiled. Devious Cover-Up can exile something out of our opponent's yard, and we get to go picking through their deck and taking the rest of it. We should have done that on the Jace. Especially if they're going to be reanimating that. Ugh, and we had plenty in the yard to do it. Okay. Yes, I know it's my go. Thank you, opponent. Ugh. Yes, my go. I understand. You would think the Azorius player would be a little more patient. Maybe they're just used to people giving up through despair by now. Well, I am not most people. When I see a hand like that, it makes me want to try that much harder. Alright, let's just try for Bombardment. Why not? If they counter this, I want to try push and pull. Okay. Our impatient opponent plays Devious Cover-Up and Farewell. You know, you only play those cards if you want, like, 25-minute games instead of, like, 7-minute games, so... let's pull up Rakdos out of our graveyard. Get in for a hasty 6 damage. Put this trigger on the stack. Draw a couple of cards. Excellent. So if we can't keep things on the board, we can try for getting them to hastily attack out of the grave. Opponent's firing up the incubator main phase. Oh, we starting to get a little worried here? A little concerned, maybe, that we don't have all the answers? Opponent attacks for 2, go to 15. Let's demand some answers. We're gonna discard. Let's discard the vents. Another tempting counter target. No. Okay. Alright, Haunted Ridge the draw along with this swamp. Let's see. So sitting on a lot of mana. kind of want to burn down the house here. Let's... Right, will we have enough mana? 1, 2... Yes. Alright, let's lead off with burn down the house. So this could force a farewell also, to avoid the damage triggers. And then we're also going to pull up Rakdos again. Only 2 cards over there. Maybe they don't have it. Devious cover-up. Okay. Shuffles a few things back into the library, but we've at least got these devils. They could block one with an anchorage. Horned Lockwhale from the hand. Alright, well, it doesn't really matter what we do with this devil. It's going away regardless. No mana left to make the anchorage a creature, so we knock him down to 5. Opponent plays out an Eternal Wanderer here. That could take care of one of these tokens, yep. Okay. Is it time for the anchorage? It is. Alright, opponent coming across. Starting to get a little concerned maybe that we don't have a win condition. Goes exploring on the anchorage, finds... That's the 3rd farewell in the deck. Alright, puts it in the grave. At least they didn't keep it. Huh, but no blockers. We've got 1 damage on the board with the devil and 2 with play with fire. If we can find 2 more damage with big score, they're tapped out. Oh no. Oh, we got it. Oh, we got it. Hello. Alright, well, I hope it was worth the wait, opponent. I know you're a very busy person. You got things to do. Let's fire off play with fire after the attack from the devil. Knock him down to 2. Doesn't really matter what's on the top. And, yeah, it really pains me to do so. But lightning strike to the face. All right. Determination. Good game.